Hey, it's an all-new Nerdflix and Chill. I am Brad Reed.
I'm Cameo.
Chilling with us today.
Is Ant-Man.
Yep.
And Wolverine. Batman. Black Panther.
The
Boba
Gremlins.
Fett, my trophy my daughter gave me.
Oh, nice. And John
Being
Cena, who you can't see. Oh, I'm not supposed to do that.
John Cena. Oh, yeah. The guy that does this
Don't do that.
is here.
Don't do that, KVO. You'll get us in trouble. People will call you classless. And we know, if anything, you're a classy guy.
I'm very.
That's why I Nerdflix and Chill with you. If you were sketchy, I'd be like, nah, a little sketch, my friend.
Yeah. I don't share my popcorn.
You're a little sus, as they say. You're sus, and I'm bussin'. Ooh, that'd be a good show. Let's call it the Sus and
Sus
Bussin'.
and Bussin'? Okay.
Sus and Bussin' in the morning.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We'll find a radio
Trademarked
station.
it already. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we'll hear it.
Okay.
We'll hear it like next week. It'll be like, oh, yeah, the Joey and Heather show has gone away. But in their stead, it's Sus and Bussin' with producer Nugget.
Right?
Like, that's just Joey and Heather. They stole our name.
Right.
All right.
We got some good ideas.
Yeah.
We do.
Like getting rid of Joey and Heather. All right. For people that aren't in Oklahoma City, they're going to be like, who? But
who's Joey?
People in Oklahoma City, they know Joey and Heather.
Yeah, they do.
They're everywhere. Everywhere. All right, dude, let's Nerdflix and Chill. Let's talk about Mandalorian. Now, if you wanted to hear all of the news that was released in the last week, go to our nerd update for this week because it is Star Wars filled. At least with most of the stuff that we were like, this is going to blow our skirts up.
Right.
Which is a nasty saying, I guess. Now that I'm thinking about it. Shouldn't be blowing people's skirts up. But anyhow, that's what happens when we wear skirts. We like to get a little breeze.
And it's really windy outside.
Yeah. But since we talked last, since we did a Nerdflix and Chill, there's been 3 episodes. Chapters 21, The Pirate, Chapter 22, Guns for Hire, and Chapter 23, The Spies, which as we're recording this just came out yesterday.
Yep.
So Cameo, you had mentioned a little bit about that The Spies was maybe your most favorite episode of all time. I want to hit just a few things real quick. The Pirate, I think one of the big things that came off of that episode that people were raving about was they thought that they saw, and I was going to look it up, but one of the characters from Rebels. Has that even been confirmed, or was that?
It has been confirmed.
And it was him?
That was him.
Whew. I wonder if we're going to see more of him.
I hope so.
Okay.
I liked him in the first season that I watched. If you listen to the Nerd Update, I'm only 2 seasons in to Rebels.
Okay, so is he like I'm trying to think, was he one of the main characters on the Rebel ship? I believe that I had seen a thing that said that his animation, his design was originally what the Wookiees were supposed to look like.
It doesn't look like a Wookiee to me.
No, he doesn't. But that's what
His
they were supposed to look like that. And then I think they changed it up. If I'm thinking about the right guy.
Aurelios. Yeah. Zeb Aurelios.
The guy we're talking about?
Yeah.
He looks kind of like reptilian. Is that not who we're talking about? Was it a different person? I'll have to look it up on Rebels anyway.
I thought you were talking about the furry dude.
Yeah, he is furry, but he kind of also, I feel like he looks a little reptilian in the face. Yeah, I'm confusing probably you and everybody else. They're like, who is he even talking about?
Are you talking about this dude? He has pointy ears?
Yeah, the guy with pointy ears, yeah.
He don't look like a lizard to me.
In his face, he do. Why has he got pointy ears?
He looks like one of those monkeys that don't have a nose, the no nose monkey.
Yeah, he kind of. I guess. I don't know. His face. I don't know. Something about his face and his ears looked. But he does.
Maybe it's the yellow eyes. Maybe.
But he is the one that I believe was the original prototype for the Wookiee, and then they changed it because they were like, "This is horrifying." So. Yeah. Anyhow, so they did see him with the. They did see him in the Pirates. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Guns for Hire on the internet. I was convinced that this was going to be a terrible episode because I'll tell you one thing, just right off the bat, I haven't always loved Bryce Dallas Howard's episodes that she's directed.
Because they were so slow.
Yeah, and they had cool stuff in them, but yeah. But when I found out like why people didn't like this episode, it was so dumb. It's because of Lizzo. Lizzo was in this episode along with Jack Black. And that was the only reason they didn't like it. And I was like, so when I watched it, I was thinking, okay, this won't be the best episode. It was great. That was a great episode.
Yeah.
And the Lizzo thing, I thought she was a little dry in her acting. But whatever. It wasn't like, she's like in it for the whole season or whatever.
Right.
So I had no problem with her and all that. Jack Black, he was funny. So, but by the time we get to chapter 23, the spies cameo, yes, there was really some funny laugh out loud moments, but like they hit you with the drama. And right off the bat, Moff Gideon's back. Love him. What's our guy's name? Esposito?
Giancarlo Esposito.
There it is. And we had mentioned that the Mandalorian's going to culminate in a movie, right? That the Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and Book of Boba Fett is all going to down the road culminate in a movie. And the thing that I just think works so great for that is, you got Moff Gideon. He's a legit actor who is in movies and stuff. You got Pedro Pascal. He's a legit actor who's in movies and stuff. You got Grogu, a legit actor. I loved him in 21 Jump Street, the remake.
Yep.
He was awesome. His name was Jeff. But you see what I'm saying? Like all these people really, even Bo-Katan's character, I don't believe I recognize her from any movies, but she's definitely got the chops to be in a movie.
Oh, most definitely.
So I think all these people translate well to the big screen as well. But it starts off Moff Gideon's meeting with the secret council. They're going to pretty much try to stop the Mandalorians from taking over their home planet again. Then we get to Bo-Katan. She's coming in with all the people that she went and recruited. And they're mixing now with the Life Christian Church versus the Orthodox Christian Church. Basically, the new religion that's okay with taking their helmets off, and the OGs who are like, nah, we don't do that.
Yeah.
But they're seemingly getting along for the same cause here to go back to their same planet. They had a little dust up. And it was pretty cool because the way that it all shook out. But one of the first things that happened that I thought was great in this show, our guy Grogu, he gets the droid
IG-12
outfitted so that he's like our guy Krang now, and he's in the middle like operating this big robot. And it was just so funny because, like, him talking back to Din Djarin with the buttons. No. I was laughing out loud, And I love that development. That gives Grogu a lot more agency where he's not just floating around in his little egg.
Right.
So I thought that was really cool. But then when they go back to Mandalore, that's when the hits the fan again. And we'll kind of skip towards the end. And spoilers here, spoiler alerts for everyone. But they run into a trap, basically, on Mandalore. Now, at the end, I wasn't sure what happened, and I won't spoil some of it. But first of all, does Grogu have a jetpack on his robot suit? He doesn't?
No.
Because there was this one scene I thought where they all jetpacked.
Yeah, they grabbed him. That's why.
Oh, they grabbed him.
Him and Paz Vizsla picked him up.
Okay. The little thing that the little guy that made his suit for him, that crawled out of it the first time. Had we seen him in one of the movies?
Yes.
The one where we thought Chewbacca had died? Yep. Okay, I thought
it was in the last trilogy.
Yeah. Okay. I thought so. Cuz he was working with wasn't he working with the chick that has the pineapple looking eyes?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I thought that maybe we had seen him before. That was cool to see him again as we now know he's got a long time to live here and does a lot of cool stuff.
Right. And he's cute too.
Yeah. I'd like to see him and Grogu fight though. Like they get mad at each other and go at it.
He looks like a grumpy old man. Bad baby. No squeezy.
Yeah. But so that was cool. But yeah, like once we get to the end, man, the drama goes right back up. The sadness of what happens at the end, like that was pretty good. It got me. For a person that you can't even see their face to really like connect, you know what I mean? Connect with you and make you feel emotions like that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I mean, the thing is that he had nice character growth.
Yeah.
Really good character growth. He went from hating an outsider, Din Djarin, then respecting him to this season. And, like you said, don't want to go too far in it. But man, this episode it gave you all the ups and downs that a show that is trying to portray something should give you.
And then Din Djarin, what happened to him? Did the Mandalorians grab him or did Moff Gideon take him?
Moff Gideon grabbed him.
That's what I thought. Okay. Because
what I thought was going to happen?
I thought he was going to die.
Well, I didn't think that. I thought they were going to remove his helmet, and he's going to be like, man.
Yeah. I definitely thought they were going to remove his helmet. And then I was like, do they get to call foul on him? Or if like somebody else takes it off?
Right.
Of course, he's on Mandalore, so he could just be like, you know what? I'll be right back. I gotta go jump in this water real quick. But yeah, so that's basically where it left us. Left us on a little bit of a cliffhanger for next week. I loved that episode cameo. There was oh man. Like they do great. Man. Reason I love this show, they do great with the things I like about Star Wars. Like there's great action, there's drama, it's funny. The ships are awesome. Like I just think that it's got everything that a Star Wars show should have. Mm-hmm. All right, cameo.
They got a Apollo Creed on there too, Yeah. You can't get rid of you can't get much better than that.
Oh, I did love that too, because he gives Din Djarin like a little bottle of some bubbly from
that's that Navarro Hennessy, baby.
He's like, that's from oh man, what's that planet that they
Coruscant.
Yeah, they've been on it this episode or this season. He's like, that's from Coruscant. That's the good stuff. You might want to wait till there's less people around. Right? I was like, that's funny.
Well, he's gonna have to, I guess you would call them. I'll say the extremists, Mandalorians. Yeah. They wouldn't be able to drink together.
No, they'd have to
take a drink and run away.
You'd have to like if it had a long enough like
or
spout, then maybe you could stick it up the mask and then pass it around. But yeah, I think you're right. Like, plus he was like, just I'm going to drink that back in my quarters. Me and Bo Katan. Right. We're going to be clanking helmets. Although she could take hers off now, so.
Yeah, she's fine.
Business can be handled. All right, Cameo, we got one more episode left. I'm so sad.
I am sad too. Very sad.
We discussed this in Nerd Update. Again, there was an announcement that there's going to be a movie Dave Filoni is going to direct, which I love, with the Mandalorian characters and Ahsoka and Book of Boba Fett, which is basically all the same people, but I don't know where it's going to go. This next episode is going to tell me a lot about, because we were discussing, is there going to be another season or is it ending with this movie? I think this next episode, if it ends on like a real huge cliffhanger, I still don't know. Cameo, what do you think?
I mean, it probably will, because I don't know how long the next episode will be.
It needs to be like 2 hours. They need to end it with a movie on next week.
Right.
But not end it.
Yeah, because there's just so much that we just learned. Everything, we thought, Mandalore was, desolate. I mean, we know that there was like some creatures there and whatnot, but we didn't realize that the Empire was there, until we seen this episode. So it's kind of crazy that next week is our last episode. Hopefully they'll lead us into something that isn't, I mean, it's going to be a cliffhanger regardless, but I hope it's not something to where it's like, oh my God, why do we have to wait another year and a half to get another season?
Yeah.
Or like you said, a movie.
Because I was going to say, if it ends where like there's not a cliffhanger, I would almost say that would make me think that there's going to be a movie next instead of another season. Because man, you're going to have to wait a long time from the end of a cliffhanger now to a movie that hasn't even begun filming. So I don't know, man. Next episode, do you think we will see Admiral Thrawn?
I don't know.
I'm going to say yes, because remember, we were promised a Luke Skywalker like cameo.
Oh, that season is true.
Now, I still don't think Thrawn would be up there with Luke Skywalker as a cameo, other than he's been in so many stuff and we haven't seen him on screen yet. Like he's been in a lot of books. Was he in some of the video games? Because I mean,
I don't know.
There's a lot of people that know him that I know haven't read all the books, but I don't remember if he was in any
the video games
game.
I played, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. So anyhow, when does Jedi Survivor come out?
In 2 weeks. Or I should say a week and a half. April 28th. April 28th.
I can't wait. I cannot.
Wait. The funny thing is, it was supposed to come around. I think it was supposed to come out this week, but they pushed it back 2 weeks. And I'm glad it's coming out this month. But I think I said this when we did talk about the video game and gave you updates on it. I was like, why did they wait until May 4th?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's just like, it's exactly a week. May 4th is on a Tuesday, a week from the 28th of April. We could have, everything Star Wars could have came out May 4th. But I'm kind of glad that it is coming out, because that whole week, I'm going to be playing that video game.
Yeah, I was going to say, I might not even watch Visions if it was coming out that day. So I want to see Visions and then I'll play the game.
Right.
Actually, well, no, it comes out before Visions. Right? You said in April.
Oh, yeah. April 28th.
Nice. So yeah, that's my prediction is we might see Thrawn next week.
Or what if we see Obi-Wan or Mace Windu?
You had called Mace Windu, even though I thought Mace was dead. Is he not dead?
Did we see a body?
Well, I mean,
we thought Palpatine was dead.
Here's my other question, because like I would say the easiest person would be Snoke, but we did see Snoke get cut right in half. But what if we find out later that one of the people?
Well, remember, Snoke could still be alive because this is prior to us seeing Snoke in the prequel.
Well, yeah, he's definitely alive right now. But
oh, okay.
But here's what I was gonna say. What if we find out later that one of the characters we've seen for a while, like in the last trilogy or whatever, was Grogu, like in his little suit?
Maybe.
I mean, of course you would be like, they never planned that, but let's do it.
That will be the final scene. That will be the final scene. I bet you.
That it was.
I would bet.
Palpatine.
But that would be kind of cool.
Emperor Palpatine was actually a bad Grogu who built a Palpatine suit and was cranking it around. If they don't want to do that, they should call me and let's do something. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'll write it for you so that you can. But that would be funny if they were like, haha, we didn't really get you, but we got you.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
So I'm super looking forward. Go ahead.
Oh, Grogu's been the spy the whole time.
Yeah. What if he could talk the whole time? He's like, goo goo gaga. And then at the end, he's like, whatever, MFers, I'm out. But anyway, all right. Anything else cameo Mandalorian wise before we get out of here?
Mandalorian wise, nope. I'm just sad that it's ending next week, but good things do have to come to an end.
Yeah.
Like this show.
Yeah, but before we leave, I want to give out a recommendation before we leave, because I want to talk about it on the next Nerdflix and Chill. If you haven't watched Beef on Netflix with our guy Steve Ewan and
Ali
Wong, go watch it immediately. And make sure you've got time to binge it, because you will end up binging it. Did you binge it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's one of those shows.
What was it? Tuesday? Me and Christine, my wife. That's what we did. We turned it on, and I was like, okay, cool. Because each episode leaves you kind of like wanting more. It was like a cliffhanger every episode.
Perfect.
So
it ends perfect every time.
It does. It does. Because again, it's bringing you in. It's grabbing you in every time, because you're like in these people's lives. Yeah. And it's crazy.
And just to give you a tiny, tiny sample of what it's about two people who get in a road rage altercation. But everything that happens after that, like, is just bonkers. Bonkers.
Like, they played the long game.
Yes.
In this movie or TV show.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't, because, most road rages, you honk, flip them off, yell at them.
Yeah.
You all go your different way. Some bad things happen where those, road rage person comes and, follows you to a store, home, wherever you're going. And one of you might not be seeing tomorrow.
Yeah.
But this one, wow.
Really,
it was outrageous.
It was great.
Outrageous.
It was really great. And like I say, Ali Wong and Steven, is it Steven or Steve?
That's Steven Yeun.
Steven Yeun, yeah. They were both amazing in this show.
Yeah.
Really, really good. So I don't know.
Glenn has came a long way.
Yeah.
From The Walking Dead.
Yeah. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
I am too. Have you seen Minari?
No.
You should check that out.
I will.
It's one of his serious films.
I'll check it out, because I've seen some other stuff that's popped up with him now that I want to watch. So. All right, Cameo. That is our Nerdflix and Chill. I think that we have chilled till, we cannot chill no longer.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and get all the Nerdflix and Chill recommendations, reactions, whatever.
Yes.
But yeah, do that. And of course, like always, keep it nerdy.
Smile and put on a happy face.
Wakanda forever!
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
That was awesome!
Freeze all motor functions.